I'm Mela and this is Don.
Never a dull moment. We travel full-time in our self-converted 40-foot bus.
We've just arrived in California.
I miss California.
And we've been experiencing some lows.
I've been sick.
Horrible, horrible traffic.
And an unusually cold and wet spring. But with the cost of diesel and the high cost of camping, we're wondering
if we can even afford to travel in California this spring.
This week we're staying at the Mar Campground. Or some might call it a parking lot.
This campground is located inside the Mar Fairgrounds, a large event venue just north of San Diego.
But it's got water hookups and 30 amp electric service. Been able to plug in, have access to as much water as we want, which means we've been showering with hot water every day. It's been such a luxury. Being only about a block and a half from the beach has been amazing. This is one of the most affordable campgrounds we've found. It's $45 a night with the hookups. Comparing that to other places in the area charging $60, $75, $90 a night. That's one of the biggest reasons we chose this campground.
San Diego is well known to be a very desirable place to live, with more than 70 miles of stunning beaches. Seals and sea lions can be seen year-round all along the coastline, with La Jolla Cove being the prime spot to view them lounging on the rocks.
I have the wrong shoes on for this.
But with all the beauty that exists in California, it is presenting us with a problem.
The more research we've been doing about how to get around California, it's been quite a shock, honestly. There's a very little free camping, and not only that, campgrounds like state parks and county parks don't have a lot of options for 40-foot rigs. Going onto the California State Parks website, I'm even able to look and see that only about 5 of the 40 campgrounds listed on the site have room for anything over 30 foot. A lot of our mindset may just be because we spent the last 3 months in Arizona with free camping almost the entire time. But once you figure in California gas prices across the tallest state in the country, it all starts to add up, making us wonder if we can even afford to travel in California this spring. The campground parking lot does back up to the river, which goes out to the Pacific Ocean. There's also some train tracks over there, and to be honest, we haven't really heard the trains that often, even though they're pretty close. Now, because we came here originally last week for Tiny Fest, it was perfect because all we had to do is walk from our bus back into the fairgrounds area. This weekend, there's something going on. They got some loud music, a lot of bass. I wouldn't want to be... Nope. Can you hear that? It's a little loud over there today. Now, right outside the parking lot area, there's a nice little trail. We've been able to go out and walk. Some people come out, walk their dogs out here. But what I was really excited about is taking a bike ride, because we just got an electric bike from EUY. I've wanted to get an electric bike since we've been on the road. I think not only is it going to be really fun to zip around, but also when we're at camp spots, sometimes it doesn't make sense to start up the car just to drive down or scout out an area, pop onto an electric bike, have a little more flexibility, get around really easy.
Big thank you to EUY for partnering with us for this video.
First thing I noticed was the speed. In first gear, I was moving at 15 miles per hour, no problem. And this EUY F6 long-range fat tire electronic bike has no problem in the sand or little mud.
20 by 4-inch all-terrain tires and Shimano 7-speed gear shift give you the flexibility of a mountain bike. and the half-twist throttle takes you to a top speed of 28 miles per hour with a range of up to 62 miles, thanks to the 18 amp hour battery and 750 watt brushless motor. For safety, the F6 has mechanical disc brakes, an LED headlight, and an integrated brake light, which make it great for day or night. The adjustable saddle seat and front suspension make it comfortable riding on most terrains, and the large back rack would be great for stowing a basket. Best of all, this is one of the most affordable e-bikes on the market. It's available for under $1,000. We'll leave our affiliate link down below in the description if you want to learn more about EUY bikes.
I have felt bad since Tiny Fest. It's been raining, but finally we have some sunshine. I am starting to get better, so let's go have some fun and see what we can find.
This area is known for pretty terrible traffic. There's one thing that I absolutely am so happy about with our new lives versus our lives 4 years ago living in Los Angeles. It's that we don't have to regularly drive in this horrible, horrible traffic.
Well, the weather's been kind of miserable for us. All the rain that San Diego's had, which is not normal, has made it so beautiful and green, and things are blooming for spring, and it really is pretty.
Just opposite downtown San Diego is Coronado Island. Geographically, Coronado Island is connected to the mainland by a tombolo known as the Silver Strand.
But we highly recommend taking the San Diego Coronado Bridge to get there for its sweeping views.
We weren't sure where we were going to go, but we found the Tidelands Park here, and we thought, well, let's just drive and see how close we can get to the beach. Well, we got pretty darn close.
Oh, the weather feels great.
Tidelands Park is on the east side of the island, with a small beach, fields, picnic areas, and a great path for walking and biking.
So we've zipped across to the other side of the island. This is where the famous Coronado Hotel is. What do we have here? It's an MCI tour bus. It's probably what ours used to do back when it was a bus. Take people to the beach who were on their vacations.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This looks like the kind of sand we can take our shoes off and walk around on.
Sand feels so good. There's nothing I love more than being barefoot in sand.
Nice soft sand at the beach, not like cat litter though.
So this is the beautiful Coronado Hotel. And many, many years ago, Don told me he was gonna take me here. And we never came. So I'm finally here. But it's not that bad because he took me somewhere just as beautiful. I don't remember. It might have been like Hawaii or something, but we're finally here.
Now a fun fact here, in the distance, you could see a cliff and a lighthouse. And it's Cabrillo State Park, I believe. The reason there is a lighthouse and statue there, that's actually the first European explorers to step foot on the Americas was on that piece of land. I can't remember the guy's name, maybe Juan Cabrillo, and it was in 1542. He was from the Iberian Peninsula, which we now know as Spain. At that time, Spain wasn't incorporated. Makes you think a little bit about history. 1542, and Spain didn't even exist at that point. So I think if you're a guest of the hotel, you can reserve a cabana, sit out here. They'll have waiters bring you food and drinks all day. No, there's quite a few people here, not necessarily where we would want to hang out, but I think just down the road there's a couple RV parks and one state beach that we were looking at online, but it had such terrible reviews. I want to drive by it, take a look, and see how bad it really is.
Look so bad to me. I mean, it's still a parking lot, but you're right on the beach.
So this is Silver Strand State Beach.
It's tight.
But there's power.
There is power.
Water.
You could get one of those spots right next to the beach.
Look, there's a spot right here.
Well, I don't know if we could fit in these. These are 40-foot spots though. There's a schoolie here. I don't know, it's not that bad. I mean, the spots are really, really tight, which I think is just something you would have to expect if you're staying right at the beach like this. It's San Diego, but it's $50 a night. It's got full hookups or just electric?
Electric and water.
There is water?
I don't see any though.
I know it's in the dome. You are right next to the water, so I mean, compared to the fact that we're paying $45 for full hookups in a parking lot, but we can't access the beach easily, I don't think this is actually that bad. The spots are pretty tight though.
I miss California.
If you've ever driven to the beach in Southern California, you'll see black sand, and it's actually, sadly, it's tar oil. It's oil from leaking and drilling off the coast and just getting washed up here. People who live in Southern California have just accepted it as part of life, but every time I see it, it makes me so sad that we're not prioritizing keeping our waterways clean. I got tar on my foot. That's what started this whole tar rain.
Time to eat.
Our next stop was for some lunch in San Diego's Little Italy. But that didn't work out.
Well, there's nothing like spending 15 minutes trying to find parking to make you not miss California again.
15?
How long have we? It's been longer than that?
Yeah, it's been 25 minutes already.
Really? Oh my god. We gave up. We drove around and around and around. Even the public parking lots were full. We just didn't luck out on a space, and we're hungry and grumpy. So we decided to just go home because there are plenty of restaurants near where we are, and we just wanted to get out of there.
Oh, that was no fun. My days of circling in traffic for half an hour in a big city are over. I'm stressed.
One thing I do love about eating in California is if you have allergies or you're a vegan, there's a ton of options. Super friendly in that way.
Now that we're back at the Mar Campgrounds, we're going to be leaving tomorrow, and we've decided it's been over 6 months. A rule of RVing full-time is you're supposed to get rid of stuff that you don't use after 6 months of travel. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we're not using. These shoes, I haven't worn them for 4 years. I think it's safe to donate. Another pair we can donate. So at least we're going to consolidate because we have to make room to put the new electric bike in somewhere anyway. If we can get down to 2 less bends, I think we'll be in good shape.
Future curtains for our windshield whenever we get around to making that happen.
Got these snow boots. Since we're chasing 71 degrees, I don't think I need to hold on to these. If I'm in snow for deep, long periods of time, something's gone terribly wrong.
My husband's very good at getting a good deal, so you know, when you buy things in bulk, it's gonna be cheaper, which is great. But then when you live in a tiny home, it's like, where do you put it? So he bought like 4,000 cotton swabs. Like, where are we gonna put these, honey? So we have a dedicated bin out here for extra supplies, because it's a good deal.
So a little Buslife toilet talk here. We use a coconut core in our composting toilet.
Seems to work the best. Our problem was the peat moss. It was so fine, and then that fan is like sucking the smells out. And it's actually, it was just like, there was just this fine layer of peat moss over everything inside. The coconut core is a little heavier. Tried sawdust as well, but it didn't cover up the smell so much.
So we buy the coconut core in these giant blocks, and it's concentrated and dehydrated, so you basically put it in a bin, fill it full of water, and then it naturally will expand.
Just watering my coconut core, you know.
Now we're going to try to Tetris everything back in there with the new electric bike. Wish us luck. We got everything in the luggage bay packed up. We're ready to head out tomorrow, hopefully to have some adventures. I think between Mela being sick, the weather being bad. What is it, buddy? Are you upset about not having as much fun in San Diego as you could have had to? Not the week we planned, and I don't really want to be negative. If anything, I think we could be grateful that we got to go into the ocean and that we got to spend some time walking around and seeing some things today. And we're grateful that all of you came along and joined us.
It was tough being a gray week, and it was tough being sick, so yeah, we're a little down from all of that, but we're still really excited to be in California and to explore. The only thing that concerns us is, where are we going to stay?
Looking over our camping apps and state parks, like I'd mentioned earlier, we're very limited, partially because of expenses. If we wanted to spend $70, $90 a night at RV parks, we wouldn't have a problem.
But we don't have that kind of money to do that every single night. And then there's the size issues. A lot of them don't have space for our size bus. And then there's the fact that a lot of it sells out way in advance as well, so you have less options. Booking in advance doesn't suit our lifestyle, so we just have to make do with what's
left and available.
And like I said, we're thankful we did get to spend time here, and we'd be thankful if you got a spot, gravel or pavement, and you'd love to have us in. We'd love to come visit you.
Yeah, lots of people have reached out in the past offering for us to park in their property, but we don't have anywhere in California. Nobody's reached out in California yet, so if you have space, let us know. Commenting below is great, but to actually really get in contact and talk about it properly, email or Instagram DM would be better. So this is our email address and this is our Instagram handle. Those are great places where we can talk more about the situation and see if it can work out. And if somebody wants to host us we're, totally self-contained, don't need water, don't need power, we just need a place to park. So if you want to meet us, if you got some space, please let us know.
I think we're going to wrap up this video here, and hopefully we'll have a nice adventure next week and take you along with us.
See you then.